What's good, Big Blue family? Welcome to Big Blue Reborn, where we talk real New York Giants football. No fluff, no corporate takes, just honest breakdowns and real standards. I'm Milton. I'm here with my cousin Ethan, and we're back with another episode. You already know what time it is. I appreciate you guys coming. If you're here already and you haven't subscribed to the channel, I don't know what you're doing, man. Make sure you hit that button, hit that like button, hit the thumbs up, hype the video so that we can get to the rest of the Giants Nation and keep putting the content out for you guys. But with that being said, this week, we're going to start with the Big Blue check-in. Let's talk about this Dolphins game, man.
Let's start off with the first victory of the 2026 season. Yeah, we had to put an ass whooping on them boys, but we just had to do it. Yeah. Sorry, we was doing it all week. We was doing it all week. What you think was going to happen in the game? So, congratulations to our football team for winning the first game. It's preseason, but we just start stacking them one day after the next.
It's definitely what you want to see under the Harbaugh regime. That first dub under his belt, watching the culture shift. That's the main thing, like, that I'm noticing is, like, the culture, the sideline. You can see just the energy is different this year. It's different.
Right, and such the thing that you say about the culture, like, the teams we're supposed to beat on, we're dominating them. So, like, when it's a good game, we're going to be in there to the final whistle.
Yes.
So, like, you can see that culture shift. There's not going to be like other years where it's just like you ain't have no chance, you're not even in the game. Like, nah, we're going to be in every game. Any team we supposed to beat, we're going to beat them up. Any team that is going to be a challenge is going to be a challenge. And it's going to be, and we're going to fight all through the whistle.
Yep. Exactly. Because the way Harbaugh is setting stuff up, man, he's making sure we're tough, physical, discipline is the main thing. I didn't see that many penalties this game as we did the Vikings game. So we kind of he nipped that in the bud off of a conversation. Yep. So just to say, like, the game at a glance, right? The Giants, 26, Dolphins 3. Great performance, right? Total yards.
Should have been more.
We had a total of 390 yards to Miami's 102. We had 26 first downs to their 3.
Damn.
Halftime, it was 20-3. Dolphins had 0 touchdowns and only 3 first downs, like I just said. We controlled the game from the beginning to the end. And that's definitely what you want to see. Like, games that you go into where it says at the beginning of the week, you're supposed to win this game, you go in on Sunday and you deliver. Of course, it was a Saturday, it was a preseason, but this is what we want to see. This is the kind of culture. You're supposed to win. We go out there and then we bust their ass. Like, that's what we want to see. Because last year there was games that we were supposed to win. We felt that way. And then, lo and behold, fourth quarter, we just gave it up. We were just like, I don't really like playing this game. So it's kind of wild to see, but it's exciting to see. Like I said, the culture shift, right?
Some players did well.
Even without our starters starting. That's the great thing to see, is like it's from the depth too. So we're looking good there. I will say a few people that I say kind of raised their stock, right? Jameis definitely controlled that game. He played really well. And that's definitely what you want to see from, like, a backup quarterback, right? Like, Jameis is a great quarterback. I'm never going to say that he's not a good quarterback. Sometimes you get a lot of his 50-50 balls, but he's gonna control the momentum. He's gonna control the game, and there's never a point in time that you feel like you're worried when he's behind the helm, right?
Exactly.
15 for 21, 150 passing yards, 11-yard rushing touchdown, and he led the team, to that 20-3 halftime stretch.
Yeah, he played great. Jameis looks decisive out there. The ball just flew out of his hand. I'm just glad he was able to find who people have forgotten about, Darius Slayton. He was the leading receiver with
Yeah.
58 yards on 4 receptions, 14.5 yards per reception. The man looked fast.
Yep.
Like there was one play when he got open over the middle. He had another play where he was on the outside. It should have been a touchdown, but Jameis had looked the other way, and Darius Slayton just looked really good in that game.
I think that one that was supposed to be a touchdown is when he threw it to Odell.
Yeah, yup.
You
So
know? So it was because I saw that too. He was wide open on the outside. So
yes,
he's definitely
sir.
looking good. And we called it the other day. You know, when we was on with TP, we were talking about it. Like it's
Right.
I think Darius Slayton's best year is loading.
Mm-hmm.
He was definitely another person that I had put on the list as far as like raising their stock, making sure
Right.
that he's keeping his wide receiver 2 role, right?
Mm-hmm.
Devin Singletary.
Yes, sir.
One
Yep.
thing to note, you know, he started the game. So he started over
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Tracy. These are
Right.
little things that may not be major, but something to keep an eye out on, right? Tracy made
Right.
a few mistakes. I don't think they're writing him off, but
Yeah.
it's kind
It's
of
just
messing with his mental. You know what I'm saying? Because he's now looking at it like, damn, they signed Najee.
mm-hmm.
So what's going on? And I'm not getting the same play that I was getting before, you know. But Devin Singletary, 8 carries, 40 yards. He had that. He was averaging 5 yards per carry, and then he had
Mm-hmm.
that 13-yard touchdown run when he broke
Right.
outside. You know,
Exactly.
so
Showed
it's
his
really
feet.
good to see. You know, Motor still having some legs.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is with Tracy, it's just like he did have some good runs in there. He had a good 10-yard run, a good 11-yard run. It's just that his mistakes are magnified.
Yeah,
Like you miss that. Like sometimes you're gonna miss a block and they beat you or whatever, but it's just because the starting quarterback got hit and everyone's like all eyes on him and blew 10 after. And it's like, how'd that happen?
yeah,
Because of Tracy missed the block and then the fumble. And it's just like, yeah, we were already beating the team, but it's just like it was a non-contact fumble. Like
yeah,
nobody touched him. He just dropped the ball. It's like, bro, your job is ball security. Handle the bill. You cannot have issues like that. The
yeah,
thing is with Tracy, I'm not too worried about that. It's because Tracy didn't have a lot of fumbles last year or just in general. So he's not that type of person. So it was more like one of those freak accidents. But that's 2 games in a row where you're having something weird happen. And it's just
yeah.
like, bro,
It's
you
not
cannot have that,
it's not a good time
especially
for it.
yeah, exactly. The thing is, it's like, all right, yeah, glad it's happening in preseason, but at the same time, I don't want to see that. It's like penalties. You don't want to see a holding penalty, in the preseason, because when in the regular season, if you're going against an actual starter, a number one, like you're gonna have a lot more holding penalties. It's just that kind of mindset. So,
Another thing is you got to look at it like you got to understand this is his first impression. We know
on
Tracy
Harbaugh.
because he's been with us,
Mm-hmm.
but this is his first impression. This is like an interview. This
Yeah.
preseason for him. So with the missed block, okay, that's one thing. It's not a big deal, but then you start compounding on the issues and you start adding. Ball security is definitely not something you want to be talking about as a running back,
In
especially fighting for your
preseason.
job in preseason.
Yeah.
So it's just not something to compound on top of you letting your franchise quarterback get sent to the tent because of the hit that you
Right.
allow. So it's just, you're not stacking good days right now.
Right.
Again,
So
not writing them off, but you're not
mm,
stacking good days. You got to tighten up. So he
exactly.
was one person that I had listed as, stock down. Um,
Yeah.
One sleeper that nobody really expected. JC Davis, man, he played
My
the
man,
whole
I got him
game.
right here. We on the same page. JC Davis, yes,
He
sir.
played the whole game, every snap, and he out here looking like a mini AT. He
Hmm.
was playing
Yup,
well.
yup.
It wasn't like he played every snap and it was just like he had the endurance. Like, no, he was playing well.
Yeah.
He played all 81 offensive snaps, 6 special team snaps, 0 pressures allowed.
Mm-hmm.
And Harbaugh, he spoke about like the positivity that he had. So the fact that he played all 80 some odd snaps and there was 0 pressures allowed,
Yeah.
that's it. I don't need
That's
you don't
good.
need
I
to see
mean,
nothing else. That's what you want. What was he? Sixth round?
yeah, 6th round pick.
You
And
know what I'm
that's
saying?
great. It's just with him, he got good tape. Him and Marcus Bowe. Like, I'm glad both of them looking good. JC Davis, especially because it's like with him and Marcus Bowe looking good, it's like in the future, it's like, all right, we might have, the offensive line fully coming together as far as if any other pieces need to leave or injury or anything like that. We feeling a lot more comfortable with our depth. That's how we were just able to trade Joshua Ezeudu for like a 7th-round pick to the Chiefs. So it's like it's plays like that. JC Davis just got him traded. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
I'm gonna say something real quick.
Go ahead.
Nobody want to say this, but that man Joe Shane out here cooking on the low. Hey,
Right, them deals.
Well, nobody's saying this, but you got to give him his props, bro. He got us. He got us draft stock off of Falele and
Ezeudu.
What? You know they was getting.
He got a 6th and a 7th, right?
You know they was getting cut, and we got draft stock out of it. Come on, man. Hey,
so
let him
that's
cook.
Good.
Let him cook.
There you go.
Who else do we have? Interior defensive line, Zach Pickens and Bobby Jamison Travis. Okay, I think that they put up a good game. I like to see what they did. I love the tackle for loss. I think
Bobby had a sack.
He had a sack. And I love the little tummy rub after the sack. I like that little celebration. I was like, okay, Cassette, I see you, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
Wearing the 97.
You celebrate, bro.
Wearing that 97 right. I like it. But
right, yeah.
Zach Pickens, he had 2 tackles for loss. He got them for -6 yards, and then he had a sack as well. So they was both in the backfield, man. That's what we like to see. We want to see that from the depth. Darius Slayton, we spoke about him. I definitely had him on here.
Yeah. Can I make a point about our actual? Well, 2 things. Arvell Reese, he didn't play in many sets, but he's just always looking good. Yeah. He was in there. I've seen other people from other teams talking about, wow, the Giants really got one here. It's a Cowboys fan talking about this, Washington fan like, damn, Sonny Styles not looking this good. Arvell Reese, like, yeah, Arvell Reese that, like, and Tremont Edmonds isn't even in there. Tremaine Edmonds isn't even in there, so he can really just roam free where you got somebody else really like leading the defense. You know what I'm saying? He over there just doing his thing. So I can see week 1 because he probably not gonna play. He's not gonna play against the Jets.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They're gonna let him rest and see who really the backups are, final cuts, because he's making the team. Let him get all the rest he can. But Arvell Reese is still looking great, and that's just great for our defense. But overall, if you got something against for Arvell?
No, nothing negative. It was just, it puts a smile on my face to see positive statements about Arvell, but on the opposite side, like I see videos where they're like, yo, what was Sonny Styles doing in this play? What was going on? Why does he look so confused? And then there was a few things where they show, like, they go to the Cowboys camp and you see Caleb Downs getting cooked by everybody.
Right, yeah.
I was like, yes, we made the right decision, because I said I wanted Caleb Downs. I said it multiple times.
Yeah, we both wanted both of those other players.
And then I said I was going to get Sonny Styles. It was like, yeah, we're getting Sonny at 5. Like, both players I was like, we're going to get. But now looking at it, I'm like, bro.
They did right. Harbaugh we trust.
We trust. Let them cook. Let them cook. Hey,
right, we got Arvell.
Go ahead. You was about to make another point.
Yeah, the secondary. I feel like even with this game, it was more of our secondary players, like on this in the second team secondary.
Yeah,
that makes sense. They look good in coverage. Like, it's not a hard defense to run, but the concepts in which they're understanding how to defend is good, because Tyler Nubin was looking good. People were making more pass breaks ups. So they understand what the offense is doing. And this is just the second team. Yep. So, like, they're being coached very well to understand, like, all right, this 3x1 set or 2x2 or whatever, or, 12 whatever personnel it is, they understand how they're strong or where they're weak and how they should be their leverage looks different. They're just being more aggressive, just secondary as a whole, not one single player, but just secondary as a whole. So I'm just loving it. Denard Wilson, the best pickup all season.
We are in line, bro. Because that was the next thing I was about to say, is like how these defensive backs.
We here, bro. We
Look,
here.
look, Drew Phillips. You already know how
Right.
I feel about Drew Phillips. I always told you, like, 15 yards, he's a liability. Boom, we get the pass interference. Yada yada yada. Who cares? I was mad. I was pissed off. I'm like, God damn, Drew, you owe us one. What happened? Next time he's on the
Yeah.
field, pow, forced fumble, and he gets us the
Right.
ball back. And he's in damn near every play after that fucking pass interference. He was all over.
Yeah.
Then we
And the
got
thing is, he loves to make the play at the line of scrimmage. It's like, bro, if he was bigger, he'd be a linebacker, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
he'd be making plays behind the line of scrimmage, bro.
literally linebacker in a corner's body.
Exactly, for real.
Tyler Nubin, like you said, he's flying all over the backfield, and we're starting to see him get in front of passes, get his hands on the balls. That's what we want to see, because going forward, he's going to start bringing them joints down. As soon as he
Yup.
starts getting real comfortable in his defense, he's going to start snatching them balls, because he's reacting. He's able to just play free. He doesn't have to think.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to see
Right.
that come out of him. Deontay Banks looks like a completely new cornerback.
Yeah.
Like whatever Banks we had on the squad last year, I credit that all to coaching, because once you saw a real coach come in here, he's playing like what we was expecting, right?
Right.
So
Yup.
he's balling out,
Mhm.
and then Newsome, he's gonna be number 2 as of right now, if not one over Banks. It looks like a
Mhm.
Debo is kind of working his way down the
Yeah, it's like he's
depth chart.
not. Yeah, it's
So it's like,
unfortunate.
I mean, look,
Or is it Banks really playing that good, just working his way up? Paulson, you see what I'm saying?
I'm
Like,
thinking that we have a solid 4.
mhm.
We have Banks, we have Newsome, we have Debo, and then we have Colton. I think that those 4 rotating, they're going to be great on the outside rotation. And we got Drew
Yeah,
Phillips and Ardarius. Those are going to be our wild cards, making sure that the slots are locked up. That's great.
there we
We'll
go.
get into the depth chart in a little bit. But I'm just
Yep,
saying, as
yep.
far as the defensive backs are concerned, we can
Mhm.
see the influence that Denard is bringing to the defense. And he's
Yeah.
making our secondary, he's making me feel more comfortable about going against teams like the Commanders with Diggs and Scary Terry, the
Right.
Cowboys with Pickens and CD. I'm not really concerned, because I think that the defense is going to be like, if you're not getting that ball out quick, bro, your receivers ain't going to see that shit anyway.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then on
Mhm.
top of that, your quarterback is going to have to float that joint if he's trying to go over the middle. So he's just not going to be able to get the ball where he needs to be. The defense
Right.
is looking crazy, which was
Mhm.
the second to last
That's the
thing that
guess.
I said. Defense showed up. They held Miami to only 102 yards. We held them to only 32 rushing yards and only 3 first downs, no touchdowns. You cannot be upset with that. And it was our depth. It wasn't a lot of our starters.
Right, exactly. One thing, we had a lot of good things. One negative thing, I must say, I'm just disappointed in Darius Alexander. I had high hopes for him this season. I really wish he didn't really record any stats on here. One QB hit, but it's like I know he's not necessarily in line to be the starter nose guard like uh Shelby Harris and DJ Reader, but I just felt like with a good offseason, he'd come back stronger, more powerful, maybe a couple of different moves, and just 2 preseason games hasn't really shown anything to really be like excited about.
Yeah.
So I mean, we got to be real with the people. Like, I really wish Darius Alexander was doing more. You know,
Want to hear more from you want to hear his name more in these plays and not just being a body out there.
exactly, yeah,
No,
exactly. Well, I mean,
absolutely.
maybe the film is better, but I
You
just haven't
heard
really
his name
seen
a few.
anything.
You heard his name a few times, but it hasn't been anything lucrative to the point that you're like, oh, this looks promising. Not yet.
Right, exactly.
Not yet.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about the interior defensive line.
I got a couple more statements before we slide over to the spotlight, right?
Go ahead.
Last thing, we'll address the elephant in the room. My man OBJ.
There you go.
He had himself a day, man. I thought he had a
Mhm.
good day.
Yeah.
4 targets, 2 catches, 17 yards. He's still getting
Mm,
separation. He's still getting away from the corners. Again, we're talking about second and third string Miami cornerbacks. It's not much.
yeah.
I hear you. I'm not out here telling you that we're getting this prime Odell. I don't know what people are thinking. I'm saying right now that Odell, compared to the receivers that we've had the past few years and compared to who's on the roster right now, Odell is better than them.
Mm.
So not of course, not everybody on the depth chart, but he's going to make the 53. Now with Calvin Austin having that ACL that we just found out about, like that's definitely
Yeah, man.
clearing up a
That's
path
so
to
sad
where
for him to hear.
dog,
So bad.
I was just so upset, bro. We just got his autographs when we were up there in
Yeah.
West Virginia. Like, got to like he was really out there. He didn't even have to sign like autographs. He went to the other side of the field to sign autographs for people that nobody was walking over to. So much
Yeah.
respect to him. Like, I feel bad. It sucks, man. I hope he has a speedy recovery and he's able to come back and still cook.
Right.
That joint sucks. But I definitely say as far as the Odell's situation, like I think he was definitely a lock for like wide receiver 5 already. And it
Mm-hmm.
was the sixth
It just
receiver.
made it stronger for him now that the injury
Now
has
we're definitely
happened.
gonna solidify, but now I think Barrios kind of slid his way into it
Yeah.
because he's gonna be that special team
Mm-hmm.
person that kind of
Slot.
fits in where Calvin Austin would have been. So we're gonna see there, but you know, Odell, he had that one drop in the end zone.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, he should have went up with one hand. He probably would have caught it, bro. He
everybody's
went up with
saying that.
two. He
Everybody's
practiced
saying
one
that.
hand all the time.
Everybody's
He
saying
should
that.
have went
Look,
up with one.
I was watching a stream the other night. It was a Sneaky G stream. We was on there like a few
Yeah,
months
shout out
back.
Sneaky G.
And he had OMG on there. And he said literally, I was thinking the same thing, but he was like, I'm pretty sure like when Odell jumped for that pass, like his whole life flashed before his eyes.
Mm.
And I was like, I can definitely see that. Like so many thoughts because he was in the air for so long. You know,
Right.
it's a simple play, but for him, it was like, damn, I'm trying to make this roster. There's just so many things that was on his mind. I'm not making an excuse. I'm not justifying it because you see the catches that Odell makes, right? You get
Right.
two hands on it, you know he's supposed to come down with it. Am I stressing about him dropping that?
No. I mean,
Not even a
no.
little bit.
Well.
You can see how crazy he's been looking in the practices after the fact because he's pissed off. You know he's not happy about him dropping that pass. You know,
Mm-hmm.
because that time wears off and you're like, damn, what did I just do? So he's gonna come back even hungrier. He'll probably get some burn this weekend, and we'll see him cook a few people from the Jets. I Odell's gonna make the roster. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
And the final thing I'm gonna close on my biggest concern, Tyrone Tracy, man.
He really okay.
That's it. It's the unforced fumble,
Mm-hmm.
the block that you missed just seemed like it was like, oh shit, like you forgot, like
Yeah.
you're just not looking like you're all there right now, and I think that you're gonna get right, but
Mm-hmm.
the time frame you're interviewing with Harbaugh right now, and if Najee gets burned this weekend and he looks good, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be a
Carrie's going
competition
down.
between 44 and 22. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be those two running the backfield, and then Singletary probably be taking up the third spot. So we'll see, man.
Yeah. It's just
We'll
I
see.
mean the best thing about Tracy's his speed right now. Like
Yeah.
I mean, those other guys got the one cut and go and you bruising and run him up over. But Tracy got that speed. So I mean it's not like he's going anywhere, he's not getting cut or anything like that. It's just that if he on average was getting, let's say, 11 carries a game, it probably just went down to 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's going to be like, you know, specific carries, not like, you're getting 2 to 3 this quarter, 2 to 3 this quarter, so on and so forth. That was like you might not get in on the second quarter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the Singletary and Scadaboo show
Yeah.
for the second quarter, and you on the sideline just waiting until you get in the good graces of the coaches again. So
He's gonna have to work to he's gonna have to work to
You
show
know
that
what'd
he
be
can he
crazy?
can be relied on when he's in the field when he's on the field, I should say.
If they play him in this third season, this third game, because it's like they didn't really play starters, and you see how later they made him play. If he plays in this third game, him and like Najee, then you'll really see like, all right, this is the game where he really has to do something.
Yeah.
Like he really got to play a perfect game. Whatever you need to do it to the fullest extent. Doesn't matter if it's a second, third, fourth string. Doesn't matter. You really have to go out there and ball out and. But I can see them giving him a couple reps out here just because he has to get to the good graces. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, he's just got to show that he can be trusted. We can rely on him again. We
Exactly.
have to know that he's able to carry the ball without dropping it. But with that being said, man, look, Tyrone Tracy, tighten up.
Right. Lock in.
Let's get it. Moving right along, we're gonna go to the spotlight, this Big Blue Spotlight. Big Blue Spotlight. Big Blue Spotlight this week. We're talking about this 53-man roster cut down, bro. Like, what do we really think is about to happen? Your mindset, my mindset, what do we think is about to happen with this roster cut down? Let's start with let's go backwards. Let's start with the special teams. I think we're only keeping
Special teams. All right.
three players on special teams.
You know what? Hold up. I had it written down. Let me pull it up. 53-man roster.
I think we're gonna have one kicker, one punter,
Yeah.
and one long snapper.
Yeah. Ben Man, long snapper.
Yes, sir.
I think that's a fair thing to say. Dominic Savada wins the kicking job. The young man, right? And the punter beat Jordan Stout.
Jordan Stout, yep. Yeah, I think Zavada's gonna win this particular battle mainly because he's been lights out throughout preseason, and he also has the bigger boot. Although Sauls has the experience, but it's not that far off from Zavada. I think because Zavada has that longer reach, we're gonna see him lock in that job. Barring he doesn't shit the bed against the Jets on Friday.
Right. And the thing is, it's like in the NFL now with the kicking rules, if you get a touchback, you have to 35. You get to 35, you get 2 first downs, if that, and you're already within kicking range. So it's like the bigger leg, and you're accurate, it's definitely points on the board, long as you can get a first down. If you can get 20 yards, you can probably get 3 points. That's pretty much how it is going to be in the NFL. It's going to be a lot more higher scoring games, especially the NFL today had just put out warnings on hip drop tackles, horse collars, all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? As far as making it harder for defenders to play defense, like no launching. Like I get it, like the horse collar tackles and stuff like that, but it's just like just making it harder. So this is why I'm saying Dominic Zavada, as long as you get 20 yards, he'll be able to put points on the board for us.
Yeah. Let's start with the offense.
Okay. Oh, you special team. Okay, so offense. Where we going?
So we got quarterbacks.
Let's knock easy ones out the way.
Yeah, quarterbacks. I think we're definitely only keeping 2.
Yeah, Jaxson and Jameis.
That's
JJ.
obvious. Running back room. I think we're keeping 4.
Yep.
I have it in this order right now. This is how I view the depth chart right now at the moment in my mind. Cam Scatterboo, Devin Singletary, Najee Harris, and Tyrone Tracy.
Oh, damn. Just flip those 2 for me.
Do you think Najee's still 4?
Yeah, he hasn't done anything. He just looked good against a bunch of sorry team as far as in practice.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like because of the fact that Harbaugh likes the bigger players and him being a bigger body he's gonna be able to work his way up the depth chart a little bit faster than we're expecting.
Right. I mean,
But we'll see. I
just
mean,
feel like
again, we know the top 2 running backs that are going to be running. They're going to get the most workload right now.
right. One fullback.
One fullback, Patrick Ricard, of course.
Yep.
Here we go. 6
The interesting ones.
6 wide receivers.
Yup. Who you got?
In this order: Malik Nabers, Darius Slayton,
Okay.
Malachi Fields,
Okay.
Darnell Mooney,
Yep.
Braxton Berrios,
Okay.
and then Odell.
And then, yes, sir. We locked in. We here. Tight ends.
Tight ends, we got 3.
Yes, sir.
Isaiah Likely,
Mm-hmm.
Theo Johnson, Chris
And Mr.
Manhurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Gotta keep Manhurts
I
around.
had Fedoni on there, but I just don't see him
We cut him, bring
making
him
it.
back on
Yeah, he'll probably be like a practice squad type situation.
practice squad. Yeah. It's just we gotta get the roster set up, and as long as he do his thing and he really start blocking, maybe he be in there next year for Chris Manhurts as far as blocking
maybe.
tight ends.
We'll see. He just got to stay healthy. That's it. Like, I think
stay healthy.
health is the main thing.
Work on that blocking. And
if he can stay healthy, he'll definitely be able to get himself back on the roster because he was looking good in West Virginia. Offensive line, I think we're keeping 9 offensive linemen.
Okay.
And of course, the starting 5 in this order: Andrew Thomas, John Runyon, JMS, Francis Malinoa, and Jermaine Illuminor. That's the starting 5. And then the following 4 are depth. It's going to be Embo, J.C. Davis, Aaron Finney, and Lucas Patrick.
Lucas Patrick? Ooh. Instead of Lucas Patrick, I got Brian Hudson because he's been filling in for John Michael Smith because of the head injury that he sustained a little while ago, the concussion. So that's just my only difference with that. But the same, roughly everybody else. It's just because he's had those reps.
Yeah.
And he didn't look bad in the first game.
I'm with you. It could be a toss up between those 2. I just saw
exactly. They can go either way. Probably we'll see by this Jets game.
Yep. So that'll put us, boom. That's 25 players right there, right? Plus the 3.
Okay.
So that puts us at 28. That leaves us with 25 left.
Yep.
Slide over to the defense. All right. So this is where it gets interesting. This is where we might have some different names and things like that. But the defensive line, this is basically like the interior defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I did 5 players.
Okay.
DJ Reader, Shelby Harris, Darius Alexander, Bobby, and Zach Pickens.
Okay.
What you got?
I got DJ Reader, Shelby Harris, Darius Alexander, Lakey Fotu, and Bobby Jameson Travis.
See, those were my 3 that I was kind of like rotating. The Leaky Fotu, Zach, and Bobby. It was hard for me to pick. But I feel that I see more potential in Bobby than what Leaky has put up since he's already been in the league.
Okay.
So this is me kind of investing in the youth and thinking that we can get more out of him in the future than, what Leaky has put on tape and what he's put out for the other teams. Not saying that he can't be good for the good depth for us, but moving on to the edges.
All
We
right.
got Brian Burns. Brian Burns, of course. Abdul Carter.
Yup.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Mm-hmm.
I have Chauncey Golston.
Yup.
And then
that's all I got. Those 4.
I put I can't even read what I wrote. I think I might have crossed that out.
Probably.
I might be at 4 too, because I don't think I put anybody else because I can't even read that.
Okay. So yeah, you probably scratched it out.
Yeah, so we're gonna go. So I got 4 right there. That's weird.
Yep.
And then we got the
That's
linebackers
mm-hmm.
remaining: Arvell, McFadden,
Mm-hmm.
Jack Kelly,
Yep.
and then I think Muasal sneaks on the team.
Yeah. I can see that. I
I
can
think
see
I
that.
think he's still gonna just because of the depth.
Mm-hmm.
Did you is that the same lineup you had
Yeah.
for
For the
linebackers? All
best.
right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then cornerbacks, we got 6 cornerbacks.
Yep.
I put Paulson to Debo. I put him by default. I still have him as the number 1 right now. We're
Yeah.
still, trying to figure out that particular battle. Paulson to
You
Debo,
are.
Deontay Banks, Greg Newsome, Colton Hood, Drew Phillips, and then Art Green.
Yeah. Yep. I got those same 6.
Okay.
Yep.
And then safeties. So you have 5 safeties or 4?
I got 4.
4. Okay. Javon Holland, Tyler Nubin, Ardarius, and Pinnock.
Washington. Yep. Those are the 4. Who you
Okay.
got? 5?
No. I was trying to figure out
Because they
who was the
they
other.
have
I had another edge rusher. I don't know what's going on because that puts us at if we go with everybody we listed, we're at 52 people.
Oh well, I had one more. I know I had who did I have different? Um.
Oh, Dimun KJ, the other that linebacker, Victor.
Oh, okay.
That's
That's
who
what
it
you
is.
had.
That was the
Yeah,
fifth
because I think
edge. That's what it
yeah,
was.
because I had one more defensive lineman than you.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there we go. Well, that's like again, we're off by like a couple people, but
Yeah,
majority of the
person
roster,
here or there,
we we
just more preference.
we know
You
where the
know.
roster is really going to end up. I think the roster looks good. It's kind of again, I think it's one of the best ones we've had in a long time. I think it rivals some past rosters, but without the dubs behind it, I can't really say much. We got to see the
Mhm.
performance in the team.
Yep.
So I'm excited about this roster. I'm excited about Harbaugh. I cannot wait to see what he has in store for us this season.
Okay. That's our 53-man rosters.
Yep, that's the
Okay.
53. With that being said, you already know we're gonna slide over to the standard. The standard. To the standard. The standard. This week, we're talking about this final preseason game, man.
Mm-hmm. Against the
Jets
Jets.
versus the Giants. You know what I mean? Like,
The
look,
Battle of MetLife.
MetLife battle, man. Whose field is it? Whose field is it? Um, I'm not really expecting
To
many
see too
starters to
much.
play at all.
Not at all.
Um,
I,
I don't even
no.
expect this game to be like really about beating them down and trying to like score a bunch
This
of
is
points. This is more of how we cutting down this roster.
who's
How
gonna make
how
you
the
gotta go all out,
yeah.
you know.
It's gonna
Like
show us the coaching as well. We're gonna see, what they're about because we gotta see 4 quarters of
good football.
players trying to make the team, you know?
hmm Um I'm gonna tell you one thing I want to see. I would like to see JC Davis and Marcus McBow. Like I want to see them continue a strong preseason. Make sure that if you're going against the second and third stringers, you're still staying on point. You're showing that domination over these guys. No pressures, nothing crazy. Everyone else is fighting for their mother effing life just to be on the practice squad.
Yep.
So make sure make sure they get cut. Be honest. Just make sure they get cut. And you make sure y'all keep y'all name in good graces with the Harbaugh. And that's what I want to see. McBow and Davis really go out there and show what they can do and stay consistent as good rotation. Like I really wish they would like maybe throw him on the inside of the line to see if maybe next year we got a solid guard, 2 guards in there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
try some
but
stuff
like
out. But
because Andrew Thomas, knock on wood, hasn't had the greatest health um with certain Liz Frank injuries, this and that, da da da. Like, God forbid, knock on wood, or rebuke it in the name of Jesus. All that stuff, bro. Like,
I
I don't want
definitely,
nothing to happen to Andrew Thomas,
I
but it was
definitely
just, it just
feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that JC, was able to hold his
or
own.
and Bo, either one of
But
them has played left tackle.
I just out of this game, man, the main thing I want to see is health. I want to see everybody stay healthy. Like I said
Bruh.
last episode, I want to see them. I want the Giants to be able to make decisions off of their skill, not off of the fact that they're hurt and we don't know what it could have been.
Right, that's a good point. That's a good point. Like,
Um, another thing that I'm looking at is what receivers. One, we know Dart's not going to play in this game. My question is, do we have Jameis play the first half again?
we don't even need to, and then at that point, it's like, what's the backup for Jameis's backup?
It was Al
Brandon Allen.
Brandon Allen, and then they signed Jake Hayner last week.
Well, he's just a camp arm. Jake Hayner, he's just a camp arm, just so the third and fourth string guys. I just feel bad for the wide receivers, because it's just like Brandon Allen's only really a check down Charlie. He's not throwing it deep, so the wide receivers are just like, you're gonna have to show your route running, your blocking. You can't show your hands off because he ain't gonna throw it to y'all.
That would
Like,
be the only reason I would want like Jameis to play a little bit, because
right,
the
and
only way
then
we can
give
really
him
see the receivers and what they can do is by getting them a competent quarterback that can
right.
actually get them the ball. So that's like the only reason I would want to see Jameis, but I'd rather not like jeopardize our depth. And
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no point in Jameis
I think
even really playing up there.
Jake would be a better decision than playing Allen, though.
I mean, I hope. We
know.
haven't even seen. I don't know.
It's gonna be to be determined. We got to see what they
Right.
can do with these receivers. I do want to see what running backs he decides to let play.
Yeah, I would love to see Najee get out there
Let him
for
get
a couple
burned and
things.
see
And
if
it's
he can
crazy,
hold his
like,
own.
all these good players that we've seen for years, first round draft picks, are now playing in the third preseason game for a roster spot. Like, oh my God, if Odell plays, it's like, imagine that Odell's playing in the third preseason game for a roster spot.
I know.
Who would have thought?
I know.
Back in 2016. Like,
yeah, but shoot, I better late than never, man. I'm happy he's back, and I want to see him in the blue all season. I think he's definitely going to be
he's
something
making the team.
something
He's
that
making the team.
something that facilitates the game for Dart. And people are sleeping on like the effect that he'll be able to have, even if it's 4 catches in a game. Like, that's still a lot, and I think that'll be impactful because those catches will be things that allow us to keep
First
drives.
down.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right.
definitely gonna
And
be lucrative.
make a defensive coordinator think about because if you keep leaving Odell one-on-one with your worst corner,
Come on,
he's going to cook you.
he's going to
There's
eat.
no way that's not going to happen.
You keep setting the table. Go ahead.
Right, exactly. And then anything from the defensive side you want to see?
Main thing is gonna be, like Jack Kelly,
Right.
being able to see, Bobby Jameson. It's just those depth players I want to be able to see in this game. Give them the time to shine to see what we're really getting out of these rookies. The cornerback room, we got to get these corners out here. They got to be moving. We got to make sure, like, a Debo. I want the starting corners out there. I don't even care. I want them out
That's
there.
crazy to me. I'm good. I just want to see. I want to see that. Essentially, like, our coaching is still out there, as far as them, what I said earlier, as far as them playing aggressive, understanding route concepts and stuff like that. Even on our second team, anybody else that could possibly step in, like Colton Hood. I want to see him come out there and be a little bit more aggressive and feel more comfortable, get those reps in, things like that. If he's on the backside of 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 a set or whatever, and he's the lone guy and he's on an island, is he going to be able to understand where his help is, or you know what I'm saying, and just play aggressive and play smart. If the run comes to his side, is he going to stick his chest out and make a tackle, things like that. That's what I want to see, and no penalties.
Yeah.
And if it is, it has to be aggressive.
I'm
You
like
know,
Greg Newsome. You don't have to dress. The rest of the corners need to dress.
dang.
That's how
Even
I feel.
Banks.
Banks, you dressing because of last year. I need to see it consistently.
Okay,
You know what I'm
that's
saying? I'm not
fair.
about to give you Miami and be like, oh, Banks is back. Nah, fuck all of that. I need to see it
All right,
consistently. But with like Drew, the way that I'm not Drew. Drew can sit too. You know
Drew.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He
Drew
don't need
can.
to dress. I think he's fine. But
Mm-hmm.
outside of that, it's preseason, man. I just want everybody to stay healthy. Stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Allow them to make the proper decisions, and then we move
Right.
from there. I believe it's only up from here. Once they make this final 53, we can kind of gear or change gears and turn it towards regular season. I think it's only up from here, man. I love the culture. I love what Harbaugh is doing. I love watching how we're starting to see the offense click
Yeah.
slowly but surely. Like that drive with Dart. I'm sorry, not the drive with Dart, but the drive with Jameis Winston. That first
Yeah.
half, like just watching how he dominated Miami. Like I cannot wait to
Yeah, that
continue
man got
seeing.
wheels.
Yeah,
Seen him run?
like you when Jameis started running, bro, you just got a big grin on your face. You just, all you can do is
Like,
smile. But I really want to see what this coaching staff does with this team this year. I think that we're in good hands and we're gonna see some
right.
very good games. And I think a lot of teams are sleeping on us, and that is
Mm-hmm.
going to be what we can take advantage of this year. We're gonna punch
Right.
a lot of people in the mouth because they're not expecting this Giants team to be physical for 4 quarters and not look back. They're going to
Exactly.
keep going, keep going, keep going. So with that being said, man, we're gonna slide over to the roll call. The roll call this week. The roll call this week. Are you more or less confident after these 2 preseason games, going into the 3rd preseason game, about this Giants team
Mm.
than when training camp started? All
Mm.
right, how are we feeling? How we
I
feeling?
think I think I'm more confident, like in our depth, to be more competent than we were expecting. That's what's something a little bit more competent. I would have liked to see the offense a little bit more first team, a couple of more drives, but I guess they seen enough through the ass whooping that we gave them during the practices.
The practice was enough. Yeah.
So it's like just that's just what I want to see, man. Just
Yeah.
more competent depth play, because starters, it's people are bound to get hurt. Come out for a play, you might need to tie your shoe or get new cleats. It's the person that comes in. Is they gonna be able to make that block? Are they gonna be able to, stop? Hold their own for those couple of plays that they got to get in. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm more confident about.
Yep. Hey, I agree with you, man. I'm confident in the depth. I'm confident in what we've seen on the back half of these games, being able to uh continue to drive our culture.
Hmm.
Harbaugh is making sure that they know that we are going to be physical. We are going to play all 4 quarters, and we are not going to stop. We're going to keep pushing. So,
Go.
with that being said, please let us know in the comments how you feel. Where's your confidence level? Do you think the
Mhm.
Giants are going to play a great season, make it to the playoffs this year? Or we doing our usual talk and fluff it up and make you feel real good for that 3-16 season or whatever?
Yeah, all right.
We out
I
here.
can't even
You
imagine
already
that. More like 16-3, my boy.
yes. That's what we're looking.
That's not even impossible. That's 6. That's
I
19
know.
games.
Even
That's nah.
we're
That's including
playoff
postseason.
games. Exactly.
That's including postseason.
We're
16-3.
But let's go. Look,
Yeah.
we appreciate you guys rocking with us. We appreciate you guys spending some time with us. And with that being said, you already know this is a new era. This is the standard. Peace.
Big Blue Reborn.